killed the Duke. Strong, decisive. I like that. And she's a widow.
Praise the Eight. I can't tell you how delighted I am to see you. First the Reachman advance stopped, then the crows flew away, and now you're back. I have a feeling you bring good tidings. Amazing. What seemed like a hopeless situation has turned around completely. Believe it or not, I have good tidings to share with you too. Imperial Magus General Septim Atharn is requesting a parley. I'm hoping it's to discuss a peace settlement. No, I wouldn't put anything past the Imperials. I'm optimistic, but not naive. That's why I've been delaying the meeting. I want you there, just in case. We'll also have members of the Fighters and Mages Guilds on hand, if we need them. Now that you're here, we can get on with it. Gabrielle is joining us from the Mages Guild, and Darian from the Fighters Guild. I suppose you want to discuss strategy with them. When you're ready, just ask Gabrielle to open the portal. It's neutral territory, a remote valley in central Bangkorai. Gabrielle and Darian have already scouted it out. They can tell you what they saw. When you're ready, Gabrielle is planning to open a portal to get us down there. Under the terms of the parley, I agreed not to bring the Royal Guard. Septima's crazy if she thinks I'll meet her without an escort, though. She's bringing her magic, so I'm bringing mine. I'll have some steel on hand, too, for good measure. I think they expected to take Evermore through deception. We've prevented that. I'm sure they'd like to take the city by force, but as long as Bangkorai Garrison is standing, that won't be happening. They may be ready to cut their losses.
Ha! I thought we were in for a bit of easy coin with this job until the Queen said you were coming along. Now I know to expect danger. Bring it on, though. If the plan goes awry, that just means we get extra hazard pay. For us, it's just sticking by the Queen. If the Magus General starts chanting, we go for the windpipe. If things really go to oblivion, we'll be shielding the Queen until Gabrielle can get us all out of there. I can tell you this much, with all due respect for the Royal Guard. Queen Argella could not be any safer than she will be under my protection. I look out for the ladies, you know. Queen's included. I've seen some ups and downs. You know how it is. Life hasn't been a slog through a poisonous swamp, nor has it been an endless night in a complimentary bordello. Main thing is that I'm still on this side of the dirt.
Surprised to see me? Sounds like I already missed some interesting experiences. A Hagraven controlling crows? I want to see that. This business has potential too. Of course, our part only comes into play if there's trouble. Let's hope there isn't. We'll be in position above the Parley site. If the Imperials try anything, we'll make sure they regret it. The three of us can cast spells to rain down fire, ice, lightning. We have it all. You'll just need to tell us where to target our spells. I hope so, because we're going to spread out and each cover a different area. If anyone comes, we'll call it out, but we'll wait for you to direct us. Whenever you're ready to go to the Parley site, let me know and I'll open a portal. Let's hope that creating portals is the only magic we need today. Excellent. I'm going to open one portal directly to the Parley site for the Queen and the Fighters Guild members, and another to take us above. Actually, I guess we should go first. Now, which portal was which? Oh, I remember. Here we go! Give me a moment here. It takes a lot of energy to open a portal over this distance. That should do it. Enter when ready. We'll be right behind you. Looks like everyone ended up in the right place. Let's get to our positions. The Queen should be here any moment. I hope at least.
Clear! Take up positions!
I don't like this. Where's the Magus General? It's not like a Tharn to be late.
Impatience is hardly the mark of a strong ruler, Your Majesty.
When you're queen, you're welcome to set a finer example, Magus General.
That's one honor I do not seek. What I do seek is the unconditional surrender of Evermore.
You came all this way just to make absurd demands? I'm surprised.
Hardly absurd, Argella. I tried the soft approach with the Duke, but you've spoiled that effort. I've come to make one final offer. Surrender, or you will die.
Your threats carry little weight, Septima. Bangkorai Garrison still stands between us, and it does not fall easily. Or did you miss that in your history lessons?
Those who hide in the shadows of the past are crushed when its structures come tumbling down. Bangkorai Garrison has already fallen. My legionnaires walk its battlements even now.
Is this another one of your lies? I don't care. It's clear you want a war, and if that's what you want, you can have it. Ugh! What? She's not even here! It's an illusion!
Ha! Just remember you struck first, Argella. 7th Legion, attack!
Ambush! Defend the Queen at all costs!
Fried fire salts. They're coming all right. Don't forget, we're looking to you to direct our spells. Don't worry about targeting over our allies. I promise, we won't fry the Queen. Everyone, call them out when you see them. Door to the south. More from the south! Let's get them! They just keep coming! Another group from the south! might be the last of them. It's a break, though. I'll open a portal to get us down to the Queen. My magicka is almost depleted. It's going to take all I've got to open a portal back to the palace. Be ready.
Can't you pass any faster, Gabrielle? The Imperials can. More portals opening up.
The portal to Evermore. Go, Your Majesty. Go!
I should be glad we got away, but I'm too angry to think. They've taken the garrison? The brutish swine. If there is one thing I do before I die, it's going to be spitting on the corpse of that cowardly wench Septima Tharn. Were we? Where are Darian and Gabrielle? I thought they were coming right behind us. Damn it. I would not have them sacrifice themselves. Not for me, at least. Surely they're still coming.
That could have been better.
I didn't think I had another portal in me. Glad I was wrong.
Well, at least some of us survived. It seems the crows have departed from Evermore, but the Black Cloud hasn't. With Bangkorai Garrison taken, there's nothing stopping the Imperials from marching here. I didn't retake the throne to watch the kingdom fall, though. We'll find a way. I know you will. I'm counting on it. Without you, this castle would already be flying Imperial banners. You've saved the kingdom, and now it's Queen. If there's one person I believe in, it's you. Still, I don't know how we're going to do it alone.
Fortunately, you won't have to.
Emmerich, I mean, Your Majesty. Thank the gods.
I've just been informed of what's happened at Bangkorai Garrison. It seems my timing is impeccable as ever. So you're the one who's been helping my cousin Argella hold the kingdom together? Of course. And now you'll have some help. I brought as many Lion Guard as I could muster. We were hoping to spill some Reachman blood for old time's sake, but the Imperials will suffice. Are you ready to retake the garrison, then? Excellent. I'll organize our forces and march to Bangkorai Pass within the hour. I've already sent scouts to assess the Imperials' defenses. If you get there before me, look for Scout Nadira. We can finalize our plans when we're all there.
What do you want?
Blessings be upon you. I apologize for my sparse stock, but we must take heart. In times like these, even trifles feel like treasures.
All right, everyone. It's time to start making preparations. There you are. If you expected to find us scaling the walls already, I'm sorry to disappoint. Don't get me wrong. We considered taking a stab at it, but with our limited numbers, I don't really think that plays to our strengths. Well, let's see. We have this sewer entrance here that the Imperials don't seem to know about. And then, well, we have you, of course. I'm thinking to base our attack strategy around that. What do you say? Yes, sometimes victory means getting dirty, and that's quite literally true here. A passage in the sewers leads to the gatehouse. If you'll open the main gate, we can get into the garrison without having to scale the walls and lose half our men. Just so you know, while you're slogging through sewage, we won't be napping out here. We'll go ahead and assault the main gate. It'll create a good distraction. It'll also mean that if you fail, we'll all die. Just so you know. Unless the gods decide to strike me down before the battle starts. I've had enough standing around in throne rooms talking about fighting the Imperials. I miss the satisfaction of sliding a sword between the plates of an enemy's armor. Of course, battle runs in our blood. You think our family rose to royal power by attending teas, playing games at court, and currying favor with the right nobles? No, this king and queen work. At its heart, it's a bloody business. I haven't neglected that. I've looked at the garrison's layout and whatnot, and it'll really depend on what we find in there. I am confident we'll catch them off guard, so no matter what, we'll have to capitalize on that. The sad truth is we're not even sure. More than 200 Knights of St. Hallin were stationed here, but only a handful escaped. Their stories are all over the place. Giant Daedra scaling the walls, the dead rising from the crypt, who knows? That old witch was undoubtedly the mastermind. And actually, one of the knights who escaped claimed Septimus snuck into the garrison posing as a Red Guard refugee and then unleashed oblivion the next night. Knowing her, that's quite possible. Yes, I met her once, back before the soul burst. I'm ashamed to admit I actually fancied the girl. She was as cold as a Nordic winter, of course. I wonder if she's still attractive, though. Regardless, I think her head would look best on a pole.
I have been watching out for you. It must be quite an honor to have the High King awaiting your arrival. King Emmerich thought you would be here ahead of him, but he has waited for you nonetheless. Not terribly long, but long enough that he has formulated a plan of attack. This plan requires someone to take quite a bit of risk. I tried to volunteer for the duty, but he insists that you be the one. So I wish you good luck, my friend.
quite forgot how it feels. The rush of blood to the head, the sound and fury of battle. So what if I put on a few years? This is where I belong. I'm going to take back this garrison or die trying. I've captured a few keeps in my day, and I've learned the hard way. Whoever holds the courtyard holds the keep. So I'm going to seal our grip on this space. We should also hit the barracks, though, before the Imperials get their greaves on. Yes, but I'm not saying to slaughter a bunch of half-dressed soldiers. We're not Reachmen for Mara's sake. No, I'm hoping some of our knights are imprisoned there, and you can free them. We need all the swords we can get. After we've got the courtyard under control, we'll meet you up there. Oh, and if you see Septima Tharn or any of her commanders, feel free to take them down. I'd love to kill the old witch myself, but you're better qualified.
Commander Attius is down the hall. He tortured us. He needs to pay.
One favor I ask. If you see Commander Attius, kill him.
It's a damn good thing you came out. I was just about to charge in there and find you myself. If I had died, it would have been your fault. You don't want the death of a king on your head, do you? Gods, I probably shouldn't jest like that, not around Argella. Poor thing. There's no telling what these twisted Imperial bastards might have done with King Eamon's corpse. He was about to be entombed here when the garrison fell, of course. The Royal Crypt. All of Bangkorai's rulers are buried there, to keep eternal vigil and such. The Imperials are doing something horrific in there. It's where they've formed their last line of defense. Whatever they're doing, I need you to stop them. East, across the bridge behind me. They're just throwing conscripts at us to keep us from getting across. They'll run out of fodder eventually. But if you'll lead the charge across on your way to the crypt, we can take the bridge now.
King's training is coming. Shall we make an example of this fool?
I have other matters to attend to. Finish the ceremony first, then deal with the interloper.
Yes, of course. The Dark Anchors first, then the interloper. Thank you for this honor, Magus General. Glory to the Empire.
Glory to the Lord of Brutality, Pappers.
The garrison is ours. You imbeciles will soon witness the Empire's true strength.
Your covenant cannot escape my wrath. You will see soon enough.
below into the crypts, this foul, icy fog rolled in. The earth shook, and those dolmen emerged from the ground beneath our feet. We retreated here to await your return. The rest you can clearly see. I'm afraid the giant Daedric anchors from the sky issue is more your speciality than my own. I'll let you lead on this one. A wise leader knows how to delegate, my father used to say. He may have died in his cups, but the man knew his aphorisms. What could be more kingly?
Bangkorai is mine, mortal. You cannot possibly protect it. Will soon be slaves in Cold Harbor.
In darkness and death. But the chains are broken! The garrison is ours! Mark my words. This victory will go down in the history books. This is the day the Empire began to crumble.
Knights of St. Hallin, many of your brothers and sisters died here. But this was the purchase of their sacrifice. Be grateful and be proud!
We have the bastards on the run now! Come, Argella! Come! Experience the joy of watching your enemies flee from battle.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't think we could retake the garrison. I expected to die here. I was even looking forward to it. But my heart is filled with happiness right now. Not for myself, but for the people of Evermore. Well, of course the war is far from over, but we've won a crucial battle. Definitely gave the Imperials a black eye. And Evermore is safe. I should return there, but I have a feeling Emmerich will want to press on to liberate southern Bangkorai. Whether it's wise or not isn't for me to say. All I can say is that if Emmerich wants to push on, I hope you will go with him. It's clear that any undertaking you're a part of is more than likely to succeed.
We gave the Imperials a healthy kick in the buttocks, didn't we? I bet they don't stop running until they're behind the walls of Hallin's stand. We will have to go after them, of course. For one thing, I still haven't seen Septima. I just have to find out how the years have treated the old girl. There's also the matter of liberating southern Bangkorai. It's Covenant territory, you know. One grain of sand at a time, my friend. It's true we don't have the troops to go traipsing off into the desert, but one person can scout Hallin's stand and see if Septima's there. If only I had a loyal and capable friend here. Of course, you can go to Hallin's stand. Fabulous idea. Yes, my friend. The key to driving the Imperials out of southern Bangkorai will be finding and eliminating the Magus General. If you'll track Septima down, we'll be halfway done. It's a magnificent city right in the middle of nowhere. Only the gods know why the Red Guards even built it. But it's changed hands many times over the century. Not a subject to bring up when you have Faharajad and Argella in the same room. Queen Argella, of course. It's part of Bangkorai. Come to think of it, I don't even know why Faharajad wants it. Doesn't he have enough desert cities? You'd think he'd be lobbying for more territory in the wetlands for Mara's sake. Ha ha ha. Sweet Septima. I may have mentioned before, I actually met her when I was just coming of age, tagging along with my father to Cyrodiil. I took quite a fancy to her, but she mocked my advances most cruelly. My father was just a merchant lord from Cumberland, come to kiss the Emperor's ring. I didn't realize it, but I was hardly a match for a Tharn. Even back then, Abner Tharn would never have allowed his niece to be courted by someone like me. I believe they were aiming to conquer all Bangkorai, but we've shown them that that's not going to happen. Septima's likely plotting revenge now, but who knows? Her family's so corrupt with power and necromancy, their motives hardly make sense anymore.
We lie about like whipped dogs. Ufa drags his feet, waiting for aid. Can he not see that none comes? The Imperials hold our city. We were taken before our swords could leave the sheath. There's a traitor, my people whisper. For now, we wait. Wait for the Covenant to send help and the Imperials to tire. But you don't seem like the waiting type. I warn most against entering Hallin's stand. But you might help us in our resistance. Go to the alchemist shop in town. You'll find like-minded people there. The Imperials won't let you pass in peace, but any of their blood spilt blesses the sand.
New face. What's your business? We don't see a lot of travelers these days. What brought you here? You want to speak to Ufa then?
Too bad no one knows where he is. Even if we did, can't say he'd even want to talk to you, seeing as you're a stranger. Yara might see you, though. She's upstairs on the balcony. And don't think you can try anything. I'm not just here for my good looks. And Yara is more than capable herself.
I don't think we've met, and I don't think we need to. And I hear the Imperials have spies everywhere, so why would I admit to being someone they want to kill? That said, I know one thing Imperial spies wouldn't do: arm their enemies. Across the way is a guarded warehouse. If someone took weapons from there, it'd be a blow against the 7th Legion. And I hear the stable hand knows the people who need such weapons. Someone who did that, I could trust.
Can't you see I'm doing my work? Or are you harassing me because I don't bow my head to the ground before the Imperials? Why would I want those weapons? I'm no friend to the Resistance, or to the Imperials. I just want to work in peace. Is that so? Let me fix them for you then. There. No one will suspect you carrying sacks smelling of the stables. Ones who need these wait in and near the town square. If you're caught, we've never spoken. I name no names, but seek the poor near the town square. Ask if they've seen a cat with red fur, and there will be your answer.
What do you want from me? I have nothing more. Nothing. No home, no family, no future. Red fur, you say? Yes, running across the rooftops in the sunset. A hunter and protector, long missing from home. Have you heard tidings of our lost friend? Or do you bring something in its stead? I will guard this with my life, though I wish our mutual friend would return. This will prove quite useful in his absence. You've risked much to help us. Thank you.
These old eyes see you. Come, come. You did not see me, did you? No one sees the poor, the sick, the oppressed. You help these people of Hallin stand, but for what? You put yourself in harm's way, but why? One of the destitute, no more. I have nothing except my eyes and ears, and I see Yara wants to trust you, but she cannot. Not until now. She will look for signs of treachery and find none, but even that will not be enough. Unimportant, but here is how she will. She waits by the tavern, as she was spying on you. Go to her, clasp her hands, and tell her that the Red Asp lives.
I was not expecting you. How did you... Never mind. What news have you? One of our allies passed with a peculiar bag from the stables. It's good to know you were the one to supply it. Well, then, I think it's best if we go our separate ways. Though you helped considerably, I can't take this risk again. What? How do you know this? The wind is truly at our backs. I've misjudged you. My apologies. We've been watching and waiting ever since the 7th Legion took our city. Now's the time to act. If you'll forgive my initial rudeness, I need your help. Let me share what we know. The 7th Legion took the town under cover overnight. Some say a traitor opened the gates to their army. It's the only explanation, but we don't know who the traitor is. We have a lead, though. Not what, but whom. I've set up a meeting with someone who may know the identity of the traitor. I'd like you to talk to her. My contact's at the tavern, just as I requested. She'll be reading a book. See what she knows, but I'll return to the alchemist shop on the other side of town once you go to meet with her. Yes, I will wait for you there. Maybe Ufa has already gone there himself. Keep ever watchful for traps.
Did Yara send you? She said to meet her here. It's more of a feeling. Call it intuition. It's better if you see it with your own eyes. Can you come with me to my home? It's best to continue our conversation in private. The Imperials may know your face by now. You can disguise yourself as one of them for the time being. They don't dare raise a hand against me, so I'll be all right. If you're ready, I'd like to go now. Follow me, but be discreet. With a disguise, the soldiers won't give you a second glance, but the sentries will certainly stop you if they can. Quickly now. I don't know how long we'll have this privacy. Thank you for your discretion. I'm rather concerned about what's going on in Hallin's stand, but it's not a good idea to say so in public. You see, it's my husband. You misunderstand. My husband is Captain Dakir at Niemer of the City Guard. I think he betrayed us. I couldn't bear to ask him. To see the hurt in his eyes and the shame that must surely be there. But he's keeping something from me, and I fear the worst. Soon after the Imperials came, our daughter disappeared. And my husband speaks with the Imperials, carries sealed messages back and forth. I don't know what to think. Search his office. It's upstairs. See what you can learn. I can't bear to look.
Dare you go through my things? What are you doing in my home? Did Quatrius send you? I've done everything he's asked. I won't suffer any more humiliation at his hands. Oh, Kisma, I wish I didn't have to keep such secrets from you. By Mara's heart, I don't know who betrayed us, but it was not me. I am little more than an Imperial lackey now, regardless. They have her, our daughter. The Imperials kidnapped her and hold her as a hostage. I debase myself before them for her safety, and I would do so again, if it means she will be returned to us. Now go, please.
I've seen the girl. It's not too late. The couple despairs, but all is not lost. Nothing's without hope until the last breath. Let me tell you of their child. Come, come. The Imperial fool Quatrius believes he's invincible, and in a way, he is. If one were to raise a blade against him, his soldiers would surely cut down the child out of spite. But there are other ways to cow a man. Not how, but where. Go to the pavilion in the shadow of the palace. You are already armed. Armed with the knowledge that he is a coward. With that, you must defeat him.
I just want to see my mother and father again.
Away with you. Can't you see I'm busy? We're simply enjoying the fresh air. After all, who would want such a flower to wilt in a dungeon? Now be gone before I have my men remove you. What? It's complete nonsense. I see your point. Well, what did you want from me? Fine, fine. Run, girl, before I change my mind. Now the guards will be back any second now. Don't think you can threaten me again.
Papa! Papa!
Ozzy, I am where the birds roost. Come. This is your doing? You freed my daughter? I am truly blessed to have such aid from a stranger. With no promise of reward, you saved my family. Here, take this key. You will do far more good with it than I. The Grandea's chains. The Imperials made me capture her and bring her to them. I fear they want to publicly execute her in order to cow the citizens. If anyone can save her, it would be you. 1,000 blessings upon you.
Seems you've poked a hornet's nest. I hope whatever you did was worth it. They have the Grandea? That is troubling news. You've been busy then. But what news of the traitor? Do you know his identity?
You are mistaken, friend.
Master Ufa, you're truly alive.
Did I not send word with our friend here? I spoke to the captain after you left. He was more than willing to help, after the good turn you gave him. The traitor is well within our grasp. Don't you recognize the old beggar without his rags? I've been following you for quite a while. Even my own followers suspected nothing. Dakir and Kisma will never forget what you've done for them. You've been a great boon to the Resistance. Once we have the traitor in our hands, we'll have all the pieces we need to assault the 7th Legion. The captain's men know how to find him, but I don't know where these men are, or if they're still among the living. They won't work with me, but may consider you an ally. You must find them before the Imperials do. Seek Aisha, Nasira, and Runid. Their peril is our opportunity. I'm sure they'd rather work with us than with the Imperials. Ask about, search houses, but above all, be discreet.
What do you want with this old woman? Everybody knows Aisha caught the rat in the act. She was boasting about it in the town square right up until the Imperials flooded in. If you're looking for her... What do you want with this old woman?
Someone who knows what they want, yes? There are people all around us. Particular ones, this one cannot say. Ah, you are a smart one. I can tell you many good townspeople remain inside their homes. Some out of fear. Others await news. Perhaps they wait inside for news from you.
You don't look like one of the 7th Legion. Why have you come? He's in hiding, the rat. He is named Maradem. You'll have to find a way to lure him out into the open if you wish to find him. I'm not sure where he is now. If I knew that, I'd be after him myself, wouldn't I?
I used to work in Kulati mines. Good thing you closed them. They were too dangerous.
I wondered if someone would find me before they finished me off. He's a womanizing piece of scum who'd sell his own mother to make a few coins. Ask at the tavern for Niha, his latest courtesan. She'll tell you where he is. Well, he wasn't there when I last checked, but it's been several hours now. There's a tavern he's gone to before to meet his latest mistress. Check there.
Not my usual type, but business is slow. What can I do for you? Perhaps. Many know Maradem. Not many will admit to it. I've met him once or twice, but I don't know where he is now. Do you know what would happen to me if I betrayed Maradem? Or any of my contacts? No, I can't help you. Now go away before someone sees us talking.
You have little choice, Niha.
Ufa, you're alive.
Niha will help, for the good of us all. But I understand her fear. We must be cautious on her watch. If anyone suspected her involvement, that would mean her end. We still need information from the wretch. Fortunately, I know of a simple way to extract it. Across the way lies the Mages Guild. Talk to a man named Razin. Ask him for his specialty. It's a potent sedative only he makes. I'll set a trap for Maradem, with my dear Niha's help. Once you have the powder, take it to the Drowsy Owl Inn upon the hill, and get the rest of the details from her. You can see your destination from here, if you need to get your bearings.
Something I can help you with? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just a simple apothecary, friend. The rogue. Sometimes I wish the Imperials did find him. Here's your powder. It'll paralyze in a matter of moments after being ingested. Take care you don't breathe it in.
Denbert keeps complaining about the Imperials, but I'm just happy they've left us alone. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
And what do you offer in return to keep us from
Have you got everything you need? There's a bottle of wine in the alcove for you, though I've no idea what you'll do with it. I'll serve it to Moradin, and then you and Ufa can do what you must. But after that, I'll have no part in what comes.
Save us from Daedra, keep us safe. Forsake the ones that made us to fight a wrongful
Wait here. I've brought you refreshments, sir.
Niha! Always so good to me. Let's taste this fine concoction. A strange flavor. What kind of wine? Who are you? What have you done with Niha? What was in that wine? How dare you? Whoa. What's happening to me? Did you poison me? Please, give me an antidote. I'll tell you anything. She's in front of the palace. I have the key for the stocks, but they guard her exceptionally well. They'll execute her within the week. That's all I know. Now please, give me the antidote. I'll give you the key.
Bleating like a cut lamb, I see.
Ufa, I thought you were dead.
That was the intent. Get the key off his body and leave him. We need to work quickly. Who knows when the Imperials will decide to execute the Grandea?
Good. I'm free. Let the people know the time has come. Light the 2 watchtowers. We must rise up against the Imperials.
It's time. They ready themselves for battle. We will hold the palace while you take out the Imperial within. We must all move quickly. She's in no shape to fight. I can't imagine what torture she must have endured under the Imperial's reign. You are our symbol, friend. Our symbol of freedom. There's no time to waste. We must strike now, or the Imperials will have time to make preparations. Go inside and slay that Imperial Sedas Secundus like the dog she is. We don't know what kind of forces she has with her. We're counting on you.
I've heard a lot about you. Finally, we meet in person. Bold. I like that. It's unfortunate you've picked the wrong side. The Legion needs more soldiers with that kind of attitude. No matter. Hallin's Stand will be our stronghold in the Covenant, and no upstart shall challenge that. Did you think I'd let anyone walk in here unchallenged? You are a fool, as are the rest of them. I'll enjoy watching you die.
I won't fail you again, Secundus.
I'll make you an example of these dogs.
You've done it. The 7th Legion will be our prey. The Imperials had no chance. We took them by storm, and without their leader, they had nowhere to turn. What few are left will fall easily. You were the linchpin for it all. The Grand Heir will have something to say too, no doubt. Here she comes now.
Proud people of Hallin's Stand, we have won the day. A stranger to our city was the spark. Let us never forget this, or those who fell in the fight. And here is the savior of my people, my city, and me. We are all in your debt, friend. We must rebuild. The Imperials tore apart our fine city, but we will rise from the sands. You have given us this chance. Forever will Hallin stand remember your work and your sacrifices.
Hallin's stand won't forget you, no matter how long the years. Neither will I.
Watch out for the Imperial archers. Traveling to Onsi's breath. Do you wish to be enslaved? Imperial soldiers will drag you into the mines if you're not careful. That's how they caught us. I am unimportant. Only what I've done matters, and what I can do to fix it. I've waited for an opportunity to right this wrong since I escaped. Have you any strong love for the Imperials, or can you help? My friend Snaruga was staked out to die. Free her, then meet me near the eastern mine entrance. I would accompany you myself, but they broke my fingers when they tortured me. I cannot hold my sword. Fortunately, I'm on the stealthy side. That's not Snaruga's way, though. The old girl gave the Imperials too many black eyes. They dare not trust her with a pick. After the Imperials tortured me, I played dead. They threw me out to feed the jackals. My skills have never been tested more so than these past few days. I've kept watch on their camp, biding my time, which is how I know about Snaruga. Snaruga? A friend? A rival. We compete for the same business, one might say. In any case, she doesn't deserve to die that way. I'd rather kill her myself sometimes. Yes, good. She's amongst some tents tied up like a goat. If it weren't so serious a matter, I'd find it amusing. I'll meet you by the mine entrance. Thank you.
What? By Moloch's sulphurous hatred! And here I thought that traitor and bandit was our only hope. Where's Rahanal, that bastard? Left me here to rot. I'll rot him! He did he? Wait till I get my hands around his throat. The key to these shackles is kept in their surveyor's tent on the hillside across from us. Free me, so I can kill Rahanal. Friends? Friends? He's a liar, a thief, and a cheat. What kind of friend is that? I may be a bandit, but I've got standards, unlike that desert lowlife. Don't tell me you've never borrowed anything without permission. I've always been free-spirited. Otherwise, I'd be in a stronghold somewhere living like some toothless villager. And not that you would understand firsthand, but if I can't be the chieftain with a hearth husband, forge husband, then no. So I say, to Moloch's hoary nethers with all strongholds, I am not a sign of status for any man. Are you mocking me? Ask Rahanal how they caught us. Besides, I can't change my passion for adventure. Would you give up a life of danger to be a swineherd? Then let's stop all this toothless prattle. Let us feel the warm spray of Imperial blood across our faces. Let us feast upon the cries of our enemies. have a triumphant look about you. Spit it out! Have you the key or not? Good. Release me so I can give Rahanal the thanks he so richly deserves. I'll get a weapon and catch up to you and Rahanal.
Keep low and remain vigilant. The Imperials are thieves without honor. The Imperial commander, Pantheus Varro, tortured me. He broke something in my hand and wrist, and I told him where to find the others. I put my comfort over theirs. Snaruga heard me, and she'll never forget. Too long. Sometimes allies, mostly rivals. To the Imperials, we are all the enemy, regardless of what we were before. Likewise, they are now our enemy, above any other. Hopefully, Snaruga hates them more than she hates me at this point. Onsi's breath is the most lucrative mine in the whole of Bangkorai. This is why the name it carries comes from Great Onsi, as it yields much and more for the making of weapons and armor. That's why Pantheus Varro took this place by force. He commands this group. I don't know their affiliation. They're here for the mines, and that's all he cares about. He'll keep it running no matter how many conscripts he kills. Morwa's blessed bosom. Loath as I am to send you from one danger to the next, the 7th Legion's captives in the mine need your deft aid too, if you're willing to go on. It will, but to prevent you from freeing every miner within, I suggest that you seek out one captive in particular. He used to run this mine before they took it from him. They still allow him freedom of the camp, unlike the others, however. Foreman Connor is not helping them. He helps the miners. Without his knowledgeable eye, the central chamber would collapse on top of the conscripts while they work. This was his mine, and the Legion took it from him. I assure you, he's no Imperial puppet. I will seek the man who runs this accursed camp, Pantheus Varro. He and his men are concentrated on the other side of the encampment beyond the palisade wall, by the barred gate. Should you need me, look for me there after you give Foreman Connor the key. Take the taciturn Snaruga with you, will you? I don't want to feel her slicing me to ribbons with anything but her eyes. Not until everyone's free.
Huh? Who are you? Is this another test? I'm not trying to escape, I told you. I am not leaving this mine. Nobody else knows how to reinforce versus structural collapse. I still find it hard to believe that this is truly an escape attempt. Trust? Pantheus Varro's damned games have torn all trust from us. If you're here to dupe me, then just get on with it and dupe me. I'd rather be chained out in the sun than suffer the indignation of being played with like a puppy. Oh, you can believe that I will. If this is part of some scheme, it's not a very good one. Only one thing would turn this mine over more quickly than just striking the chains from these miners, after what's been done to them. Well, if you're truthfully with Pantheus Varro, then I've already said enough to seal my fate. Look for a chamber on the far side of the mine. There, you will find a massive stockpile of coal, which is a tempting target for sabotage, if one was so inclined.
Get clear! It's going to...
Set it ablaze!
Rahanal's in trouble. Out here to find lazy bones dying on the job. I'm not having it. No one kills him but me. He'll do. Go kill Pantheus Varro. I'll get Rahanal to our friends before he bleeds out. Rahanal said he's on the hill looking out toward the desert. I'd go with you, but someone has to carry this big baby to safety. Good luck. You're back! I told Rahanal not to worry about you. Unlike some people I could name, you can handle yourself in a pinch. I had no doubts you'd triumph. This may not be a stronghold, but there are people who need me. We'll fight back until the Imperials are beaten, or we die in glorious battle.
I heard someone say hearth husband. Not me, no. Please, no.